TV's Rick Blood is here!
Rick Blood.
Rick Blood.
Rick Blood. Rick Blood.
Hey, that's cool.
I'm not ready yet. Welcome, we're back. Did I comb my hair? I don't think I combed my hair or anything. Who cares? We've had a great month off. Of course, I've been in the studio every single day still, but we've missed so much. And I must say, y'all haven't changed a bit, really. Look the same as the last time I saw you. Meanwhile, I did my comedy thing, or the comedy thing, with Wade the Great and Sweet Baby Ray and Josh May up at Yankee Lanes, November 12th. Pretty good crowd we had. It was a lot of fun. I think we did I think it was about a 2-hour show altogether. So, very cool. But we've missed so much. Let's see. Our last episode was right after the Pumpkin Fest, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so we talked about how great the Pumpkin Fest was. We missed the whole Cheshire TV controversy over the controversial pumpkin video. And, you know, now the mature content policies being updated. We formed a little committee, subcommittee for that, to check that out. I don't know. I thought it was stupid, you know? And now let's remember, the views and opinions I express here are not necessarily the views of this station or its staff or board of directors. Because right now I'm not staff. This place, what a mess this place is. No, I can say that because I work here. It's mostly my desk that's a mess. I had some great stuff. Swine flu. I didn't have it, and it's not that great, apparently. But it's big, and I guess a couple weeks ago there were like 180 kids out of the Keene School District because of this H1N1. It's not the swine flu, because apparently the pigs are complaining. Because it's like, I don't know. Anyway, bunch of kids were out, but now apparently in New Mexico, swine flu is killing Native Americans at a higher rate than other ethnic groups. Yeah. Smallpox, I think, did the same thing way back. All you folks remember your spread of Western civilization and the conquering of the West here. Chronic disease and the distance they have to travel for medical care could be part of the reason. Says Native Americans make up 10% of the state's population, but 20% of the state's swine flu deaths. And in New Mexico, apparently they still calling it swine flu. I saw another one from another state that said they were having like an ease back. The number of swine flu cases is easing on them, which is good. What's also easing, now I was all set. Thanksgiving's come and gone. I did a little blog on my Facebook, and now I have a fan page on Facebook. So all you Facebook users, you can become a fan of Unfiltered with TV's Rick Blood. That's the name of the page, Unfiltered with TV's Rick Blood. I've got some photos of my trip to Orange County Chopper on there. I've got some shots from Vegas on there, from the NAB show in Vegas. Got some studio shots here. Nice shot of you, Greg, and Jim and Andrea. No pictures of Bruce for some reason. When we break out the camera, Bruce disappears. I don't know, but we'll.
Who took the picture?
I'll get a picture. No, I was taking the pictures in the studio, but we'll get some more and I'll have them uploaded. But that'll be the page where you go to find out. I've got some discussions going on the discussion page. Things like I'd like to know what you folks want to hear me talk about on future episodes. I want to hear. I've got a discussion about some of maybe your favorite or what you think are some of the weirdest, strangest holiday traditions. One of the strangest holiday traditions that I found that I mentioned on the page is Black Friday. And I saw a blog today that said Black Friday did not really boost the stores this year. What can you say? Once you've moved into being a 24-hour society like we have, I mean, Black Friday was great, 15 years ago when stores weren't open all night. But hell, I can shop all night, any night I want in Claremont at the Super Duper Walmart. They're open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, I think. I think that one in Claremont's even open on Christmas Day. So you can run right out at 5 o'clock in the morning, snag up the last few presents, bring them home. Unlike all these people that fought and shoved and beat each other to death in the stores on the Friday after Thanksgiving for a sale, granted 70% off, but it was the bottom of the line products that they were raking the money off. Now, a week before Christmas, all the high mid-end stuff will be 40, 50% off. And you'll go, oh, damn, I shouldn't have brought that, the Jakayuka TV. I should have waited and got the Motorola 3 weeks later for the same price. See where I'm getting?
One difference this year from last is that I didn't hear about any serious injuries or deaths occurring on Black Friday as a result of the mad rushing through the storefronts and so forth.
No, and you realize Black Friday, the original, when the term Black Friday was originally termed, it wasn't because it was the day that all the stores came out of the red. Black Friday originally said Black Friday to mean it was the day when accidents, motor vehicle accidents, increased hugely. So they said it was Black Friday because there were more deaths on the highways than any other day of the year. So, and then, because we're not just a nice people, we're like a materialistic, greedy, got to be better than everybody else people and got to have it first. That, why wait until 9 o'clock in the morning to shop when you can go at 4 o'clock in the morning? Oh my God. It's like hunters, like these freaking nut job hunters that get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, put on all their gear and their camouflage and paint their damn faces up and go out so that they can shoot a goddamn duck as soon as the sun comes up. Jeez. And we've done the same thing with shopping. And it's everybody's. Andrea, you were telling me your daughter-in-law went to Manchester at midnight to Toys R Us. And 2,000 people in line? You'd think it was the damn premiere of Twilight New Moon. Heard there was huge lines for that.
They also had a strong police presence there just to make sure that the store wasn't overrun and things didn't get out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, you always see videos of like that. See, not so much Black Friday, but like, what is it, the Filene's bridal sale. Is that the one?
Yeah.
You see these freakish women in there pounding each other for that perfect damn wedding dress. And by the time they get it out of the store, it's filthy and covered with footprints and torn and, you know, like it just came through WrestleMania.
Yeah, you know how hard it is to get blood out of a wedding dress, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I rented my tux when I got married. Because, I mean, personally, I don't think I even need to own a suit. Because I'm never going to do anything that fancy. And if I do something that fancy, well, they'll just have to deal with the fact. I mean, it's not like I'm going to crash a White House party or anything. Which is another story that we missed like last week. These freaking people, the Solaharis or something.
I'm not sure what their name is, but I heard the last rumor I heard on them is that they actually were invited to the thing and that they could prove it. So where the heck the crashing rumor came from, or the I can prove I was invited rumor came from, who knows?
Yeah. Well, apparently, I don't know. It's screwy, and they were crashers. They weren't invited, but yet they were. I guess on her Facebook page, she's got like all these pictures from all these different dinners. You know, hobnobbing with all the high and mighties. You know. I don't know. Maybe it's people are weird. I'm just telling you, people are weird, and maybe that's one of that couple's like things. Is, you know, we like to have our picture with important people so that we can look important. So that we don't just look like, you know, the maid and the gardener. You know what? I mean, have they said what they do in like real life?
I haven't heard.
They may be. I mean, it could be more of these like reality people searching. You know, oh, they're broke in real life? Well, it doesn't seem like they'd get invited to a White House party. I mean, it's stupid. And what I can't figure out is like, it's like the Secret Service and the government that's supposed to be protecting us from terrorism, and somebody just whoop, strolls in. One of the little blogs I saw last week said they had used an entrance meant for the service people, like the caterers. And that's how these people walked in. I don't know, because you can't throw a damn acorn over the fence at the White House and have nothing happen. You know? But I want to know whether they had the turkey or the chicken, or the chicken or the steak. And if they complained. See, I did that when swine flu. Oh, let me talk about some more stuff that I've done, because that's what I like to talk about. Last night, of course, when I'm not here making TV happen, I'm like at home watching TV happen. Last night was a great night for TV. There were 2 brand new shows that premiered last night. One of them on True TV that's hosted by Jesse the Body Ventura. Yeah, it's called Conspiracy Theory. And I didn't see it either, Bruce, because I figured I get enough of that crap from Free State Project guys. You know? So I don't need to hear Jesse talk about any of that stuff. The other one is called Lawman with Steven Seagal. Yeah. Now, when I first saw the ads for this, I went, all right, it's just some bullshit that Steven Seagal's going to ride along with the cops, you know, and film it. He is actually a 20-year deputy sheriff in Jefferson Parish, Louisiana. he was, I believe he had already been in the movies, but before he got in the movies, he was a master at the martial arts. He got into the movies, and at some point he ended up down south and was invited to show this sheriff's department weapon, something having to do with disarming people and controlling weapons using the martial arts. Well, the chief of these sheriffs was so impressed, he asked Steven Seagal to join their force. And he did. As a reserve deputy sheriff. He has attained the rank of chief over the 20 years, and he's a master marksman. One of the little segments on the show last night was, along with like the cops style stuff, showing his little team doing what they do in the town. It shows like other things that go on. They were trying to help one of the officers get through his yearly firearms proficiency exam. And Seagal was giving this guy shooting lessons. And like all this Zen stuff, you know? And Steven Seagal shot 6 bullets through the same damn hole. I couldn't believe it. And he's just like, it's all in how you handle a weapon, you know, and it's all the Zen thing, and you don't squeeze the thing, you actually push the bullet out there, and it was kind of neat, man, but I have never seen anybody do that before. And he would just, with a handgun, you know? So, but it's a great show. What was that, Bruce? You got to say that in the voice of God, Mike.
I said it's easy to do on TV. You just show the same shot 6 times. You could do anything on TV.
Yeah, but I don't know. They wouldn't be that, well, they might be that sleazy. I know. I would never use any trickery
Is
like
it
that.
reality TV, or is it what kind of program is this?
It's on arts and entertainment. So it's a reality
It's supposed
thing.
to be entertainment.
Or art.
So they can stretch the truth a little.
But that's the same station that Dog the Bounty Hunter's on. I mean, how cool he is, right?
He's too preachy for me.
Let's get to some cops that aren't so cool. In Camden, New Jersey, 20 city police vehicles are in violation of state inspection laws. Oh, yeah. The State Labor and Workforce Development Department said if the cars aren't fixed by January 28th, the city will get fines of $350 per day per car. The cars had expired inspection stickers showing failed tests or no stickers at all. But yes, cops have to get their cars inspected just like everybody else. Yeah. So, you know, if you're in Camden, New Jersey committing crimes and they throw you in the back of a police cruiser, I would cite violation of civil liberties because they were putting you in an unsafe car. And who knows, it might work. Hey, it's not any crazier than this from Mesa, Arizona. Get this. A search for space aliens. Yeah. Is going to cost the Higley Unified School District more than $1 million. Because apparently former District Information Technology Director Brad Nishlukowski is accused of installing a software program that uses teachers and district employees' computers to search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Yeah, I don't know. Some kind of computer techie kind of weird stuff. But apparently, it's going to take about a year to fix the problem. Yep. News stories just all over the place. This is one I did in my comedy show because it's that old. This was before Thanksgiving. Actually, when the hell was it? Oh, this was from November 25th. From Rehoboth, Mass. A pet-loving woman, apparently, seeking donations from fellow pet lovers to help pay for eye surgery for her pet, Jerry. He's a turkey. She's going to give eye surgery to a turkey instead of just eating him. Yeah, it's going to cost $2,600 to fix this turkey's eye.
Boy, that's going to be an expensive meal.
That's going to be an expensive bird.
How
yeah.
much would it cost to cook him?
What the hell's one of them Reynolds oven roasting bags? I don't know, $1.49? A couple of spices? Weird. Probably lucky that that guy from When Elderly Attacks didn't own him, because I saw his Thanksgiving episode and boo. I won't disgust you with it, Andrea. I'll disgust you with this instead, because this is another one. I laughed my ass off when I heard this, because it brought back that flashback. Remember there, like a few years ago, Fabio was riding that roller coaster, and he got hit in the face by a goose. Remember that? And he was all like whining and crying. Oh, I got hit in the face by a goose. Instead of like yucking it up about it. Apparently this year, during some food drive, Paula Dean got hit in the face with a ham. Yeah. They were unloading 25,000 pounds of donated meat for the Atlanta Food Bank. And somebody threw a ham like a football towards her, and she turned around just in time to wham. Yeah.
They were tossing turkeys into a
The
truck.
hams.
Their ham, rather, into the truck.
Yeah.
Anyways, and she threw one and said something about, here's one for you, and the guy goes, back at you, and she thought he was just making a play on words, and he actually threw it back at her,
Yeah.
and she didn't see it coming, but sure felt it. Hit her in the mouth.
Yeah, later, apparently she does Twitter, because she didn't just say, but later she tweeted, I haven't met a ham that couldn't stop me yet. I also heard I think she said, the only way it could have been better is if the ham had been coated in butter. Because Paula Dean, she's her butter. She loves her some butter. And you can tell, I've seen her from the back. Meanwhile, Illinois, at the Illinois Zoo, they've come up with a plan to try and attract some holiday business because they're going to start selling jewelry. Sparkly jewelry made out of reindeer poop. That's right. Limited edition magical reindeer gem necklaces. And they're not really gems. They're poop. Poop that's been rolled in glitter.
Around your neck.
Around your neck on a little silver chain. It's a $15 pendant necklace, contains dried, sterilized reindeer droppings sprayed with glitter on a beaded chain. Not even a silver chain, a beaded chain. And they also have ornaments too. Yeah. For $20. Or no, $7.50 or $10 by mail. The zoo could make $1,650. So $16,000. What?
That's a lot.
No way. Only admits it's a bit silly, but estimates the zoo could make $16,500. Damn. On reindeer poop. And apparently, if you're a nude model shooting a photo layout in an art gallery, it is not considered public lewdness. It is considered art, according to a New York judge who dismissed the public lewdness charges on a model because she was doing a photo shoot in a museum. surrounded by, you know, other nudes that weren't there doing a photo shoot, but that were just there. All right, let me get to a. Well, actually, we better get to crew call, hadn't we? And then I'll get to some more updated stuff. Thanks. On camera one over on this side now, because I wired him different tonight. It's Greg.
Thanks for that, man.
I can wire him any way I want, man.
That one's one.
Yeah, I could make the center one, because that's the one we use the most. In the booth is Bruce and Andrea.
How you doing out there, Rick?
I'm all right. It's another fun night, Bruce.
It's a lot of fun. We always have a good time coming here and doing this. It was nice to take a little time off and just relax a little bit, but unfortunately for Bruce, the working man, Smith's got me busting my ass 12 hours a day, half the week.
Yeah.
And then they give me half a week to recover. And it takes that whole half a week just to recover. It sucks. But they're starting to find out that the people aren't lasting and the machine ain't lasting. We broke it, and it was down for about a week or so. And a lot of
Well,
fun,
I
so-
came in today and walked into Lee's office and said, hey, man, I'm not going to be in today. I'm sick. Because it was just such a great day today. On Thursday, I'm talking about. Friday is, I think, going to be a different story when you're actually watching this. You'll be huddled up shivering. But Thursday, when we filmed this show, it's been a beautiful day.
It was nice. It was temperate up to about 55 degrees according to the bank clock out front before the show started tonight. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of windy, overcast, started raining a little bit. So weren't too bad, but I spent some time out with my squirrels. Them little buggers
Yeah.
are getting fat. It's funny.
They're going to
So,
keep getting
so if
fat,
anybody's
too.
getting a little short on food, come on by. I got plenty of, free-range peanut-fed squirrels out there. Just stop by and try and catch you one.
That's right.
I'll watch.
It's private property. I don't even think you need a hunting license.
But NASCAR season's over, so nothing to report on that other than Jimmy Johnson took the dang championship again.
Yeah, like you said, nothing to report.
Yeah, nothing to report.
I'm going to boycott them next year.
Driver ever done it.
I'm
True,
not watching
he's-
no
he's-
NASCAR. I'm not buying any NASCAR merchandise until they get rid of Jimmy Johnson.
Somebody's gonna have to take him out.
That's right. Something. Meanwhile, I better let you know. I think it's Sunday night at 10 o'clock for you and Andrea. I can't remember what the name of the show is, but it's going to be on Headline News, and it's got Charles Barkley, Dennis Eckersley, and Kyle Petty. 3 athletes turned sportscasters. So, might be pretty good. So, I don't know.
And for all the NASCAR fans, if you have Speed Channel, the award ceremony is going to be broadcast actually Friday night after our show. I believe it's at 9 o'clock on Speed. So if you want to see Jimmy gloat, go ahead and tune in.
Yeah.
But other than that, no big news, nothing spectacular happening in our world. So we'll throw it back at you.
All right, yeah, because there's just so many spectacular things happening in my world. Well, if there's not, I'll make something up. I don't care. Oh, I was gonna read this because USA. I bought USA Today just because it was today, and I was here, and I needed something for the show. I didn't get much, but because the Grammy nominations are out, and because I have never heard of any of these like album of the year, song of the year people, but I figured maybe I could fill you people in, because chances are the people that watch this show only want to hear about rock and roll anyway. So I'll give you the nominations for rock album. Is Black Ice, AC/DC, which is surprising, yeah, because they got to be like 100. Yeah, they've been around for a long time. Another couple that have been around for a long time nominated, live from Madison Square Garden, Eric Clapton and Steve Winwood. And I looked at that and I said, oh, I guess there's an album I'm going to have to get. 21st Century Breakdown, Green Day is nominated. Big Whiskey and the Gru Grux King, Dave Matthews Band. And U2 is nominated for No Line on the Horizon. So, oh well. So that's The Rock, guys. John Mellencamp's got a Facebook page, or his son created a Facebook page, saying that, I guess a Facebook group, saying that John Mellencamp will cut back on his decades-old habit of smoking if 100,000 people joined his group. Oh, well. Okay, let's do.
The artist formerly known as Cougar.
Formerly known as Cougar, yeah. Mellencamp. Yeah, still going strong. This story came out of England. Out of Manchester, England. I like some of the British stories because some of them are stupid, just like some of our stupid American stories. A lady's been banned from driving. She was given a 20-month driving ban, and I don't know what that symbol stands for. It looks like a little L with a F top and an L bottom and a little line in the middle. 240. I don't think it's lira. Maybe euro? Oh, maybe pound. Okay. And a 240-pound fine. Because she was driving with more than twice the legal alcohol limit on a 2.4 mile per hour mobility scooter. Should I repeat that? She was arrested for driving a mobility scooter drunk. See? Picture of it. One of those. It's like what your mother drives, Andrea. Yeah, the little scoot-around scooters. Apparently this Amanda Leaf, 46-year-old woman, had taken the buggy from a supermarket to save herself the taxi fare for the ride home. The court was told she'd been drinking for several hours and became abusive when police stopped her at around 10:45 p.m. The court was also told...
Did they have to pit her?
I'm not sure why they stopped her, but she was cruising, I guess. She had already gone 2.5 miles on this thing since leaving the bar. And the court was told that it would have taken this woman more than 4 hours to make the 10-hour trip. Or the 10-mile trip from the bar to her house.
Was her patience a question, or?
I don't know.
Apparently
because
she sounded determined to get there.
But probably if they would have waited till she got home, she probably would have been sober by then.
At some point, the battery's going to run out on them things.
You would think. So apparently, a spokesman from the supermarket where she got the scooter said the scooters, although they're very practical and robust, are not really designed for road use.
She swiped it from a supermarket?
Yeah. Yeah, she took it from a supermarket, and she was planning to return the scooter the next day. So that's like 8.5 hours of travel to save taxi fare.
Let me tell you what, you put a little old lady on one of those scooters and they're scary. My mother's got one and she scares the crap out of me. Don't get in front of her, she'll run over you.
I should get one of those. I put like a big push bar on the front and fog lights. And she would have been in trouble because it doesn't have a roll cage. I got this week too. One of my holiday traditions, while everybody's busting out their damn Christmas decorations and putting their friggin' lights up the day after Thanksgiving, which drives me nuts.
Mine are up.
I wonder if Chris Coach's are up yet. His should be up. If yours are up, Greg, Chris's will be up soon. My tradition is I break out all my Trans-Siberian Orchestra music and listen to it from now until the beginning of January. And I bought their new one, Night Castle. Double CD set. It's great. It's another one. This is just the other day, actually, this happened. And I didn't read the whole thing. But apparently 3 guys. Greg laughs. A lot of funny stuff starts with 3
Allegedly.
guys. 3 guys got arrested. They thought a cruiser was their getaway car. And they jumped in and said, "Let's go!"
Well, the humane.
Here in
Oh,
Keene,
yeah,
locally?
Keene? I believe it was in Troy.
No, it was at Buffum's.
Oh, was it Buffum's?
At the Humane Society.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yes, in Swansea, along. But 3 guys. The 2 guys that actually jumped in the cruiser, and it said they caught the driver of the real getaway a little bit of the real getaway car a little bit later. Wow.
You didn't see the lights on top or something.
I mean, I can understand when you go out to buy a getaway car, that maybe you would go to one of them cheap government auctions and get a car, buy an old police cruiser maybe. But I shouldn't say these guys' names just because they are stupid. Oh, well, I want to see more of this, though. Oh, a tree guy got hurt, too. Oh, apparently the police received a tip on a planned burglary. Oh, I have to stop because
It gets better.
it does get better, Greg. I can't just like give you the whole story all at once because then it's not all that funny. But when you stop and read it in bits and pieces like this, it makes you wonder what the hell these guys were thinking. And hopefully they're not pot smokers making me look bad again because the theft was going to occur at Buffum's junkyard. Exactly, Andrea. What the hell were they going to steal? And if you're going to steal something from a junkyard, go ahead. Help yourself. Man. It was an Oldsmobile or Alero. So they weren't going to steal anything huge. You know, you can only pack so many pounds of stuff in one of those trunks. Apparently the driver of the getaway car who was parked in the Humane Society parking lot said he had just pulled in there to pee behind the Humane Society, where you don't really have to go that far in.
No.
You just have to pull down the road, stop.
I wouldn't even pulled that
It's
far.
woods. It's damn woods right there. 3 steps and you're behind a tree. At the very least, why not come up with a damn story about, I don't know. Oh, my dog ran away last month, and I was thinking that maybe he was down here. Retards. Oh, well. The other officer, the 2 men later identified, thought the cruiser was the Oldsmobile coming to pick them up. They had a large pile of aluminum wheels. Nice. Jesus. Meanwhile, this guy in Seattle, you hear this whole, I mean, during my month off, I've been trying not to pay any attention to the news so my blood pressure doesn't get all up there. But apparently this cop killer from Washington State that killed all them cops, he was like a career criminal in Arkansas. And Mike Huckabee, Governor Huckabee, ex-presidential candidate Huckabee, Fox TV, whatever he does these days, Huckabee, commuted this guy's sentence and let him go. I believe it was a life sentence, yeah. But
So can they hold Huckabee responsible, send him to jail
they
too?
should. They should put him. They should. They should lock up Huckabee just for his damn TV show. Because I've seen it. It's not all that good. I mean, he tries to play instruments and like have like band moments and stuff. You know, I don't know if he's ever hoping to get in Kevin Eubanks' band or something. Well, did I find any other good stuff in here? What else is? All right, yeah, let's do that now. And then I'll come back and talk about some other crazy stuff that's got me just riled to the bone. So stick around. This week on the Mom's Tattoo musical interlude from this year's Keen Music Festival, Chaotic Soul.
How can I get your love when you keep on snatching it back? on snatching it back. Oh, mama, tell me now, how can I get your love? Keep on snatching it back. Wanna know right now, how can I get your love when you keep on snatching it back?
All right. Yeah, they were pretty good. That was one of my favorites from this past year. Hey, Bruce, I found you a Christmas present, buddy. Because I know you're a Sam Adams kind of a guy. So for Christmas this year, I'm going to splurge. Sam Adams has released its limited edition Utopias beer. Have you heard about this stuff?
No, I haven't.
All right, hey. It's banned in 13 states.
Band?
Yeah, and it doesn't come in a six-pack. It's 27% alcohol by volume. And I'm going to give you a picture of the stuff. Because it's $150 a bottle. Yeah.
I'll settle for a shot.
I don't think I could afford a shot. Apparently, it's the latest. It's in 1993. They created Triple Bock, 17.5% alcohol. In the early 2000s, Dogfish Head responded with beverages of their own that went up to 22%. This latest Utopias is 27%, and it's gotten that strong through a 15-year aging process in barrels. So it's like brewed like beer, and then it's aged like whiskey.
So if aging the beer makes it better and more potent, then why does Budweiser boast that their beer is the freshest on the market?
I don't know.
I never cared for Bud anyway, so I don't drink the crap. But does it mention what kind of Dogfish Head beers
No,
they were speaking of? Because
Of course
I've tried
not.
their stuff before. It's not too bad.
of course not. It's a story about Sam Adams' Utopias. They don't mention any other brands. Although it says that it tastes, it's a cognac-like hit combined with vanilla, honey, and maple flavors. So it sounds like it's just yummy. Yeah. They're only releasing 10,000 bottles with the suggested retail price of $150 a piece. Yeah. Chuck Hurley, CEO of Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, said the group in general doesn't have a problem with extreme brands of beer like Utopias. However, he hopes the beverage's higher alcohol content is properly labeled and that it isn't marketed to minors. But you know,
$150.
if a minor can get his hands on $150, he deserves a damn bottle of it. Pretty much. I don't know. No, you're right. All right, now let me get into this story that, you know, I saw it and I went, pff. And then the more I see about it, the more I start thinking that, you know, it just really bugs the hell out of me. Let's talk a little bit about Tiger Woods. Yeah. Because, oh my God, he had an affair on his wife. She retaliated, apparently, by hitting him with a 3-iron. Or something, anyway. But it's been in the damn news for the past week, and I am tired of it. For one thing, I always thought it would be drugs with Tiger Woods. I really did. I thought, you know, all his money will lead him into drugs. And that'll be the end. You know, he's not the first star to come under the spotlight like this. Michael Vick was just on the news again today, talking about how, oh, he would give anything if he could just own a dog. Because some of his happiest moments were with dogs. And he always took care of them. Yeah. You know, Tiger Woods. So he had an affair on his wife. Every single day. Hundreds, thousands, 10,000, millions of guys have affairs on their wives, and you hear nothing about it.
It sounds like his wife took
Every day, thousands of people get divorced. You hear nothing about them. Let's leave this poor guy alone. Let him deal with his problems, or actually let him and his wife deal with their problems. I don't know what else to say. You know, stop raking him through the damn coals. Yes, he screwed up. Who hasn't? And like I said, I always thought it would be drugs. I thought he'd overdose or something, you know? End up like Michael Jackson. You know, rich and famous, doing drugs and sleeping with little boys. Apparently not. Apparently just an affair. So leave him alone. Don't worry, his wife will get what's coming to her. Guaranteed. Yeah. Guaranteed. And despite what you think, yes, he can still be a good role model. The fact that he's a black man and he's come so far in the world of golf says that he can be a good role model. He is somebody to look up to. He still preaches, practice, practice, practice. It's the only way you can get good at something. You should stick with the same set of clubs, though, when you're practicing. That's all, you know. I mean, you can... He's still a role model. Don't throw him under the bus because he had an affair. You know, maybe there were things his wife wouldn't do anymore. Maybe he just... Their interests went different ways. Who knows? It could have been hundreds of thousands of things. Maybe she didn't like being so rich. Maybe she said, you know, I think I've got twice as much money as I need. So I'll get rid of Tiger and only have half as much money. It's a great deal. A lot of women think that way too. They get towards the end of that marriage and they go, well, you know, I've got twice as much as I really need. If I can just get half of his shit, then I'll be golden for the rest of my life. All right, we got 5 minutes. And what else has been going on in the news? I've noticed that the 420 potheads, remember we were all concerned about them last time we were on the air? They've kind of like disappeared. They gave up.
Not in the news anymore.
They're not even on the comment anymore. I hate to tell you. Apparently it was one of those deals, well, we're going to protest, but only for a week. Because, you know, it's a lot of work to go out and hold up signs and smoke pot. And it gets cold. Yeah, exactly. It's funny. I threatened to break this out at my comedy show. But it was amazing. I had to do a 20-minute set. And I went up there and pretty much did the entire set of what it's like to be TV's Rick Blood. I had nothing. Same way I start shows, guys. I know it's none of you came either, bastards.
He had a Thursday off.
I know you had a Thursday off. Bruce did tell me he forgot. That was one of his first weeks working 12 hours a week a day. So
My daughter had something.
your daughter usually has stuff when you're not around. But like I said, it came out good, and I talked about the show. I talked about people coming up to me on the street, you know, which is, I mean, it still happens all the time. And that's one of the things on the Steven Seagal thing. They went to some domestic disturbance or something, and they took care of the situation. And some of the onlookers that were standing there started like, "Oh, you're Steven Seagal," and they recognized him. And they had like, in Cops where they cut away from the action and they have the little interview with the cop guy, and one of the Steven Seagal's partners is talking about how they don't think of him as a movie star. They think of him as just another one of the officers, another one of the team. And when people out on the streets recognize him, that's when it comes back. And they go, "Oh yeah, he's a big movie star." Just as vulnerable as the rest of us. But I think that's cool. And I don't know, maybe next week I'll catch Conspiracy Theory and see if that's any good or not. What else is happening on our channel? We've got a new show called Graceful Aging, about old people and how to live being old. I don't know. We got some new stuff coming up. A couple things going off. Wow, we're getting down there on time too.
Yeah.
All right. Let me read a couple of these.
You don't have time.
I don't have time. Just a minute. All right. Well, up next, I haven't actually talked to Chris and Randy. But I did get an email saying that Matt McGrail will be their guest. He's a musician. I guess I've never really heard of him. So, I don't know. But I think Ernie's going to be directing No Spin tonight because I've got to shoot off to the Best Western to do the Great Balls of Holly drag show for the aid services of the Monadnock region. We'll be down there filming that. That starts at 9 o'clock tonight. And like I said, on No Spin next is Matt McGrail, musician, and Chris and Randy, I imagine will both be there. So, I don't know, I'll have to wait. I'll watch it on Sunday. It's when I usually watch it. But I don't know. I want to thank our sponsors, Mom's Tattoo, G Housing. Thank my crew. Till next week, peace.
Stop. There are kids watching. That's no way to teach kids how to behave.
Refreshments provided by G Housing Distributors. Premium beverages delivered.